Well, guys, it's time to react to another Monster Truck event as I continue watching Monster Jam's 2000 season. As next up is Monster Jam Atlanta 2000 Freestyle, which I've only saw in full one time back in 2011, like I said about racing last time out. As I already know the highlights of it, I know who won, and there's a lot of highlights in this event. You're gonna all be probably stunned that happened in 2000, as this event had a lot of them. They probably had the most highlights of the season. You already saw a whole bunch of them if you watched me covering Orlando, New Orleans, and I think Minneapolis as well. And you might have even saw some of them here because this thing freaking spoils it a lot back then. So let's get underway. Monster Jam Atlanta 2000 Freestyle. Yep, and of course we saw last time out Tom debuted Goldberg and he won racing in convincing fashion. So we'll see if he can double down now as well. And of course, spoiler, I don't want to reveal anything like that, even though I'm sure all of you probably know about it. And of course, more highlights. God, it's still going. And of course, there's storyline and such. And we don't care about drag racing. Geez, 7+ minutes in, we still haven't gotten to freestyle yet. And of course, jargon now, gotta do, but we're not here for that. There we go, finally, 14 minutes in for freestyle. So, of course, the field, Predator, Prowler, Gunslinger, Reptoid, Bulldozer, Gravedigger, Nitro, I think it was too, and Goldberg. So here we go. Alan Peeso coming out first with his, I'm pretty sure his name spelled incorrectly. And of course, I think Scott Hardock will come out here with Alan in a moment too. So we'll see what he's got. I mean, we saw like a few weeks later when he would have a dominant freestyle in Orlando and win that. But this is before Orlando. So he goes. He's going to go right for the cars to get things started. Nice sky wheelie. Classic Allen move right there. Pogoing across the track. How about that to start freestyle? Nice. Alright, so now Allen going to go. Is there a hill right here? Okay, Prowler's out there. Alright. So, he's not doing anything, unfortunately. He tapped those cars, but he's not doing anything at that good start. He has no momentum like he would later on in Orlando. Okay, here we go. Line up for this car here. And gonna get another sky wheelie in his classic. Destroyed the rear end of the truck. And that would end it right there, as he destroyed the rear end. See, he didn't just destroy the tailgate, which you're going to see in a moment. The whole rear end is completely destroyed in a wild finish, but all he did was 2 hits, so a 28. Yeah, they're wrong. He got a 28. That was way too high. He didn't fill the run. All he did was 2 things. That was it. So, yeah, fan judging, of course, as it was back then, wrong as they are nowadays by and large. That was bad. Nowhere near 28. All he did was just 2 hits. Although they were awesome. It was nice seeing cars get crushed and all that. Didn't fill the run, and he only did 2 hits. That should not be a 28, but that is your leader right now, Allen with a 28. That's gonna be a tough bar to beat.
What kind of walk was that? It was a walk on the wild side.
Yeah, you can see the tailgate shredded.
That's going to even be better yet the rest of the season. You got some guys out here that are really just incredible showmen.
Destroy the entire shocks right there, you see. Their housings destroyed.
Well, you got 70,000 people in here just driving you to be the best you can be. And SFX Entertainment and Pace Motorsports always hire the best people to come out and perform. And I want to be the best. So I'll be out here putting on one of the best shows you're going to see. Now, obviously, you guys, wrenched.com, you've got to get online, vote for this guy, he'll get in on the points.
I'm pretty sure Allen straight up got enough points to make the World Finals that year.
However, I got to know, is that move an accident, or do you know what the heck you're doing up there? Well, that's a little bit of a secret, but I'll tell you, it was fun. Thank you.
But probably expensive fix back there, because my God, that rear end was obliterated. So yeah, Allen undeserved. Well, he was going to have the lead no matter what to come up first, but that score was completely undeserved. There was no way that was a 28. Right, fan judges, prom in 2000 as they are today. Alright, here we go. More events covered, because I want to see more of the schedule. We already saw these February events, though. I'm hoping they'd show more like in March and such. But like, all these are still in arena events and didn't show anything. Alright, here we go. Dave, Peeso, and Prowler. Although technically there's no score yet because they're both freestyle at the same time. But so far going for those hills. As he crawls up to the racing lane. Front end looks really lifted up there, didn't it? He went up the side a little bit. Up there goes Alan doing his move. So Alan's done. Now let's see what Dave does all on his own. Alright. As here we go for the back of that racing lane. Just a little bit of air on, but beautiful crush still nonetheless. Are they already scoring? Bruh, he only did like 2 hits or whatever, the free hits or whatever, and he was still going. That was some BS right there. Oh, that was so BS. He didn't break or anything. Looked like he should have been able to keep going. He got 20. That was bullshit. Definitely got robbed. Maybe that could have been a potential lead, but I don't know. That was so bullshit. All right, here we go. Jim Jack and Reptoid is going to go right for the racing with big momentum off that jump. I wonder if Scott Hardock's going to be out there since they're like teammates, remember, pretty much. And he's going to go right for that roller for the racing lane. Going to go over that hill. All right, good momentum so far. But that 28 is going to be a tough score to beat. Remember, oh, on 2 wheels a little bit. Held on. Oh, the truck looked like it's leaning a little bit to the right side. That's not good. Oh, Rob Nell out there. Also, that car, that didn't look damaged. I wonder if this is before Alan and Dave went out there then, which so, boo, I hate that when they don't do them in order. But I'm not sure still. We're going to run over a pole. Like the tire, like, moved the side on its own. And now he's just missing the hills completely. This is not helping his score. I don't know what he's doing. He had a lot of good momentum to start off with, but not as much now. He's, like, losing it. Off the side of that hill. Here we go for that. I mean, he's... Of all the freestyles so far, he has done the best freestyle, but it's not going to probably win up on 2 wheels right there, saved it. He's probably not going to get the lead because 28's way too high of a score to beat, and this definitely is not a 28 or plus score and run, even though it should be the lead. As into the dumpsters, and looks like that might be it. He had a lot of momentum at a good chunk of it, but he didn't really do much, though. That was definitely the best run so far, but we know it's not going to take the lead. As here we go. Straight 7 to 21. Now, that is probably more accurate, like a 21. That should be the lead, though. But, of course, they overscored Allen. Alright, so next up, Rob Nell in Bulldozer. His first time driving. Remember, we just saw him made the finals last time out racing against Tom, which was insane. How about that for your rookie debut facing the Icon? And not the Icon, one of the GOATs in the finals. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we already saw these events. Come on, like get into like March stuff like that. I'm really curious if Baltimore will show up here soon. Yeah, I already saw these. Because that would be the first monster truck event I went to, plus Monster Jam. But yeah, we already saw these before, so it's nothing new. And I'm also a little curious why they're showing like mid-February events, because this event happened on January 8th of 2000. And it probably would go up a few weeks later, so that would be really pushing it in terms of promoting the event to have this showed like a few weeks ahead of time and such. Probably better off showing like March and such. But yeah, Allen leads right now, even though it's not deserved. Hopefully, Rob Nell will take the lead of a great run. Rob Nell definitely... Ooh, interesting. They both came out and went for the race lane at the same time. Interesting touch. Okay, the car is damaged. Okay, Rob Nell, his first ever freestyle. Uh-oh. Okay, look like rear steer was locked up, but looks like it's fixed. Here he goes back for that racing lane. Nice air over the cars. Alright, so now Gonna go avoid that hill. That's not good, Rob. You gotta start going for stuff if you want to take the win. And he is a good freestyle. If you just all saw NWO, we'll see his incredible run later on in Indianapolis this year, where he was second place, I think, at freestyle. So he is a very good freestyler. Here we go now, going for the racing lane. And of course, remember he was runner-up in Orlando freestyle when he drove NWO. As now, here we go for that car. Can he get a wheelie off it? Nope. Nice air off it though on 2 wheels. I mean, he is putting some momentum up, but he still needs to put up a lot more to beat what Jim Jack did. And looks like he's probably going to stop right there, unfortunately. Is he done now? Okay, looks like he's done. Yeah, I think he had more momentum than Jim Jack, but Jim did more still. I think an 18 might be too low. Alright, so next up, Joe Payne and Scott Hardock gonna go at it. Alright, so here we go. Freestyle's been very quick today, that's for damn sure. Alright, here we go, more mid-February events. We already saw all these. What? Yeah, just four events right there. Yay, 4 events. Let's go. I'm sure there's not any mid-February events. Oh, you don't even show later February?
Well, if you're just joining us, you have a pretty good freestyle run. And Predators was especially awesome. He actually recorded 28 points out of a possible 30.
Way too high, though. Jim Jack should be the leader right now. So halfway through, Allen leads with 28. Let's see if anyone else can beat it. All right, here we go. Joe Payne and Nitro. Perhaps his first ever freestyle? Since Charlie Pauken debuted Nitro last year in Minneapolis. See what Joe's got here. And of course, we all saw a few months later, not a few months later, a few weeks later in New Orleans, New Orleans, where he went for that incredible hill in the van stack and got 29, which is second place that night.
Trying to keep the momentum up good, obviously.
A good start.
To do that.
Here we go, right for that car stack. Alright, so now, gonna go right for that car. Nice sky wheelie. Alright, so now for the back of that racing lane. Another sky wheelie, nice. Although the truck didn't look like it landed very good either. Alright, here we go, right for that hill, up and over it. Alright, so far it's a good run. Still needs to pick up the pace more, though, to guarantee the lead in my eyes. Or to win, too. Oh, odd angle hit, nice. Here we go for the back of that racing lane. Another wheelie. This is a really good run so far. As really close to Bulldozer, it looked like, and looks like Joe is going to stop right there. That definitely should take the lead right now. Well, I say that, but 28 or more, that's way probably too much to ask for. But it was definitely the best run of the night, and going to get a 25, which is fair. But, like I said, Allen's score was just way overscored. He should not be leading right now. That was definitely the best run so far of the night, Joe Payne. 25, not enough to take the lead, though. Had a lot of momentum, hit everything full throttle. Yay, another ad! Let's go! Just one freestyle, people. Alright, Scott Hardock next. World Finals 1 trailer, let's go! Oh, nostalgia never goes away. Oh man, you all have no idea, as a 6-year-old, watching all these events leading up to the World Finals 1 in 2000, how much hype, like, oh my god, all these trucks. And of course, later 16 best monster trucks competing in insane track. Oh, nostalgia. Oh boy, oh god, spoiler to what's come up in a moment, which I freaking hate. Ah! You'll be seeing what Tom does very soon, even though you already just did pretty much. Alright, here we go. Scott Hardock and Gunslinger. Off to a great start with that jump right there over the cars. He had a horrible night in racing, getting upset by Alan Peeso straight up. So let's see what he does here. Gonna go right for that hill. Yeah, he's somewhere having good momentum. Okay, so now going for the racing lane right here. Up and over it. Yeah, he's having good momentum so far. Definitely better than Joe Payne. Alright, now for the back of that racing lane. Up and over it. Nice. So, run over that pole. Oh, careful, the pole got stuck a little bit. Up and over that hill. Yeah, he's losing a little bit of momentum lately. He needs to pick up the pace.
Let's go back in the cab with Gunslinger and Hardock here.
Here we go for that car. And got a very slow momentum wheelie across it. Alright, now we're going to go for that stack. Nice air. Yeah, he's lost a lot of momentum after that good start. Okay. Here we go for that racing lane. Up and over it.
Whoever said they're doing this was real easy has never been in the cab.
That's going to go right for that hill. And then going to go for that. Whoa, got really close there to Nitro. Had a lot of momentum there at that part. And then going to go for that hill.
And I think that adds some, again, we're talking, in a way, style points maybe mentally to the fans, and hopefully, Mr. Scott's making to the judges.
Okay, so now, going for the back of that roller, up and over it. And then go, like, crawl over. Oh, that was funny. Doing that was funny. Alright. And now gonna park it right there. A good run for Scott Hardock, but honestly, I think Nitro was still better, but only a 23. Yeah, that might be right. But 23 for Scott Hardock. Of course, Alan's still leading, but now the big guns are coming up. Dennis and Tom to take on that 28, but Nitro should definitely have the best run so far. Now we're going to finally see Tom. We saw him drive Bulldozer last time out in Minneapolis, and he won Freestyle in a dominant Freestyle. Now he's going to drive out Goldberg and try and win Freestyle. Let's see what he's got. And here comes Tom, right for the racing lane. With the gate door open already, and already coming to a stop. And he's backing up. And that's not a good start for Tom, backing up right there. Pick up the pace there, Tom. As just crawling around, not doing anything yet. Maybe something wrong with the truck. As here we go. Right for that hill. Nice air. Gonna go up the side right there. As here we go. On 2 wheels! Cartwheeling! And it's gonna go over! What a wild, insane, iconic finish Tom did right there. But he only did 2 things, though, pretty much. That definitely should not take the lead. I mean, compared to Alan? I'm honestly not sure if that was necessarily better than what Alan did, because Alan got the 2 sky wheelies. That was pretty big. Tom had, like, okay jumping in that wild finish. So, yeah, I don't know, but Nitro was definitely better, but will that be enough to take the lead? 28 score to beat. Of course, fan judges, we'll see. What a wild debut for Tom in Freestyle, but yeah, he only did 2 things. That should not win or necessarily probably take the lead or anything. But Tom's showing you what will be the future for him over the next 24 years. It just sucks still that he's retired. All you youngins will never know, unless you watch my videos right here, how insane he was growing up. I've been watching this guy racing freestyle since I was 6, for crying out loud. And here I am freaking 30 now watching his stuff again. So awesome. He means so much to the monster truck industry. And to me.
Look at the fans. I'll tell you. The star is born in Atlanta, and his name's Tom Meents. Wow.
And of course, next year I think is when he would start his tradition of giving a kid a helmet in the stands.
What a ride that was. It's going to be interesting to see what Obviously, the flip was impressive. Everything about it impressive. But he really didn't have that long of a run. We'll see how
He only did 2 things.
Predator has the 28. That's the lead to right now. It's up to the judges.
And that is going to be a 27. So not even going to beat Allen, which I'm actually not. I think that's fair. Although that score is still way too high because he did nothing. But compared to what Allen did, the leader, that was fair.
Racing's one thing. Showmanship is something totally different, isn't it? That's right. I went out there. The rear steering wasn't working right. I got in the van later. There wasn't nothing I could do. Hang on. But let me tell you, nothing you could do, but not a better show you could have given these people. That's right. I tell you what, the pack planes and around the top.
Tom Wilson, I'll tell you what.
They love Tom Meents. He had fun. It didn't last long.
But yeah, Tom, second place though, guys. So Alan Peeso, first one out, and he's still leading with a 28 with only one driver left, Dennis Anderson. And of course, we already saw his struggles last week in racing, as he just had nothing but bad luck, and Gravedigger did all year. We'll see what he's got out here to try and take on that 28 by Allen.
Watch him get bounced around.
He actually didn't get that bounced around for that time period. Anything else, he probably would have. And of course, remember, Gravedigger got broken last time out, so we'll see what happens now. And of course, the jam pack. Maybe talking about Dennis and Gravedigger. Hey, we watched last time out with Tom. I think we should do this for Dennis as well. See all the optimism he maybe had going into the year that didn't happen.
Well, for one, number 7 was always my favorite truck for doing freestyles. I like the chassis design of it. I just wanted to come back.
Unlucky number 7 Dennis, you mean, that year.
12, we won the championship with it. It was 152 inches. This truck is 132 inches. And the turning radius is sharper on the truck. So I think on some of these arena and indoor stadium races, that I can do some tighter turns.
All right, now, number 7 was your favorite truck. You said that a number of times. You won the championship at number 12. You went back to this. Is it going to take some getting used to again?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this truck's entirely different.
Unfortunately, he wouldn't really get to experience it much. And just wait till next year, guys, in 2001, when Dennis debuted Gravedigger 14. Oh, boy. He had a horrible start to the year when he debuted that. Oh, man. Still say this day, he should have waited till maybe 2002 to debut 14 and maybe drove 14 in the offseason to get used to it, because he had a terrible start driving 14 in the beginning part of 2001.
The last thing I want to do is turn this thing over first thing, get right, jumping in the skillet here at the Georgia Dome. If I turned it over, I would actually cry. I'm just a little nervous about the suspension. Hoping we've got it.
And of course, we already saw like the rear steer locked up, I think it was, last time out in racing. So yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with him this year. We already saw what happened in Orlando. We saw what happened New Orleans. Todd was driving last time out in Minneapolis, saw the problems he had as well. Alright, but here we go. Our last freestyle. And stop spoiling it. I hate that so much. I hate when they spoil shit. Stop. So, here we go. Let's see what the Icons got to try and take down Alan Peeso and get the freestyle win.
Tom Meents and Goldberg going on the
Yep.
lid.
Classic.
First the nose, then the lid. What a spectacular
And
run.
we might add that Tom Meents is okay after that.
And classic too. 1 minute and wasn't even a minute. It was probably not even 30 seconds, honestly. Nostalgic. Alright, but here we go. Dennis Anderson. As here we go. As he does his classic power wheelie to start things off in Great Area 7. How about that for a start? Let's go! One of the few moments we'll get to see Dennis really freestyle this year, people. So better make it worth. Better enjoy every moment of this. So now here we go for the back of that racing lane. As nice sky wheelie off the side and gonna pull into another wheelie. And you saw like a little bit of smoke right there, looked like. Yeah, that headlight already came off during racing. Alright, so now he's going to go for the race lane sideways, which I didn't even remember. And I saw this stuff before, and he knocked a whole bunch of cars out of place right there. Nice! Man, just look at Dennis out there. He's not having a lot of momentum, but he's making it worth it so far. Alright, he now going to the middle of the track. As you all know, fans, what he's trying to do. Here we go. Another wheelie into the cars. Nice. Lyle Hancock, which you'll see later on eventually in Wrenchhead and such, he can do those really easily. Here we go. For the cars in there. Nice sky wheelie once again coming down with another slap wheelie. Man, Dennis is just on a roll. Alan Peeso better be sweating. Ah! Stop doing that! Watch folks on the freestyle! Less than more Gravedigger! Ah! I don't remember that either. And stop showing the fans either. I just want to see the freestyle. Alright, here we go. As Dennis is lined up for another power wheelie. And his infamous one. Here we go. Off the side. On 2 wheels. And gonna go over. What a wild finish that was. Dennis did not have his classic momentum, but he had, like, every hit was full of momentum in other ways. My gosh, what a run that was. Only being rivaled by Tom's run last time out in Minneapolis. Hell, this run might have been better, even though Tom had more momentum in his run. Like, every hit Dennis did was just so insane. What a run by Dennis. And like I said, that is, I think, the only time I got to see him freestyle that year, other than World Finals 1, and he got a perfect 30, well-deserved win. Dennis dominated. Like, the only highlight other than World Finals 1 Dennis had in 2000. But, I mean, overall, if you think about the first 2 events, Gravedigger has the most wins so far. 2, a racing freestyle win, and then Tom has the other 2 wins. Freestyle in Minneapolis and racing here. So overall, Tom has the most wins. Gravedigger overall has the most wins for that team. Great start. Well, you would think that is a good start for the year for Gravedigger. Actually, it's kind of half, because 1 race in Minneapolis, but then freestyle did the encore. Here, 1 and done racing, but 1 freestyle, so it's like mixed results. But so far, off to a good start, but that's when it really started to just go downhill. And you already know what happened, pretty much.
Couldn't make any real fast maneuvers because I'm not used to the truck. First night in the truck for one.
Yeah, that like I said earlier, that was the problem when he drove 14 late next year. That's why you should have perhaps done it in the off-season, Dennis, to get used to it. Maybe you should have waited and maybe drove 7 later on in 2000. Just like you should have waited later on in 2001 to drive 14 debut it in 2002.
Freestyle is where I rule.
That's right, man. That's why I'm looking forward to going to Las Vegas. We can win our way there, or our fans can vote us in. Hopefully, I'm going to get in there one way or another.
Gravedigger did get enough points on its own, although everyone else, I think. Actually, I don't know. Dennis still competed in a good bunch of events before he got his injury, so he might have still gotten the bulk of Gravedigger's points. But everyone else had to do the work for him because of his injury.
Put up or shut up.
Hey, that's right. And may the best man win. That's all I can say. We're going to go back and sharpen this old girl up. Get the bugs out. Shame on them.
Good man.
All right, thanks.
All right. Yeah, what a good freestyle event that was. Dennis's run was so insane.
Now, after the 2 weeks in, Predator Alan Peeso kind of a surprise on top. But it's the overall that will send you to Vegas.
And how about that, Jim Jack? I wonder if Jim Jack you saw had the lead in the point stands. That makes me think Houston might have already happened that they covered on TV, because Jim Jack did very, very good that night in Houston, which we'll be seeing later on. But that would mean that would have happened like before Atlanta, but I have no idea. And the only Houston date I knew was the same week as Indianapolis, and I think Anaheim on this list, so I have no idea. I'm just going to go by with that for right now. But anyways, guys, that was Monster Jam Atlanta 2000 Freestyle. Dennis Anderson won in a dominant freestyle well-deserved win. And I think next up, if I remember the schedule from what I saw in the last few events, might be San Antonio, which I had racing growing up on VHS. But I only saw freestyle one time, and there was a lot of highlights in that event too. So tune in next time for, looks like, San Antonio Racing. So see you all next time.